Um, while I'm testing this out, I'm also going to do a Friday night recap. It was a recap from Proverbs 4 through 7. Okay, I can hear myself. It was from Proverbs 4 through 7 that I was supposed to do. Y'all, forgive me, okay? Because we were supposed to do Proverbs 4 through 7 on Friday, but I'm going to test out my new camera, and I'm also going to flow in and go ahead and do that recap. Okay, so just imagine that this video was done on Friday, and I'm also going to come back in within 1 hour from now, and we're going to pick up on Proverbs 8. So make sure that you stick around for even that. All right. So just a quick recap. I'm not even going to be on long for this recap, but I just want to make sure that I have it here because on Fridays we do a recap, and instead of doing a recap, I chose to do a whole nother lesson. So make sure you go and check out Proverbs, the 7th chapter. That's what we did on Friday. So again, I'm going to insert this recap, and then we're going to disconnect, and then I'll come back within an hour. I'm testing out a new camera, and then I'll do Proverbs 8. All right. So before we move forward from where we left off, I want us to stop and look at what God has been saying all week. All right. Because sometimes we read 4 chapters and we leave with 4 different lessons. But God was really saying one thing from 4 different angles. So this week, it was not about money, right? It was not about your credit. It wasn't even primarily about temptation. This week was about wisdom. It was about protecting your future before you ever arrive there. So think about it. In Proverbs, the 4th chapter, what we read about, God told us, He said, guard your hearts because everything flows from your heart. Okay? Everything. So the quality of your life eventually reflects the condition of what's on the inside of your heart. All right. Then we learned in Proverbs 5, it showed us something dangerous, right? We learned about the thing that destroys people. It rarely looks destructive at first, right? Hence, sin, wink, wink. It looks sweet. It feels good and it promises a relief. All right. And that's why so many people fall into traps, not because they're evil, but because they are hungry. All right. They're hungry for something that they don't even know that they need, which is Jesus. Then Proverbs 6, it showed us how foolish agreements create unnecessary bondage. We see how agreements with our mouth, agreements, the Bible said, let your yes be yes and let your no be no. We seen how those agreements will literally put people inside of bondages, unnecessary bondage. And we see how premature agreement creates warfare. So that's one careless yes, one emotional decision. That's one agreement wisdom never even approved. And then suddenly you're carrying weight, catch this, that God never intended for you to even carry. And it was something that God never assigned to your life. So be careful for what you say yes to, and be careful what you come into agreement with. All right. And then lastly, we looked at Proverbs chapter 7. In Proverbs chapter 7, it shows us the construction of the trap. Y'all, if you did not catch Proverbs chapter 7, make sure you go back and catch that because that was a good listen. The whole book of Proverbs 7. Okay, so we talked about the young man. He did not wake up into destruction, right? He walked there. He made one decision at a time, one compromise at a time, and one step at a time. And y'all, by the end of that week, God was asking all of us the same question, right? What path are you on? What path are you on? Not where are you standing, but where are you headed? The path that you're on today, the things that you have done today, the things that you would do tomorrow, right? Where are you headed? This is what the book of Proverbs is trying to get us to understand. All right. Because your direction, it matters more than your intention, believe it or not. So you can intend to arrive somewhere beautiful and still end up somewhere painful if you're walking the wrong path. And so here's what I think God was really saying. So stop trusting your feelings to lead you. We do not walk by our feelings, y'all. Listen, there's a scripture in the Bible where God says that there's a way that seems right to a man, but that at the end thereof is death. So stop allowing your feelings to lead you, because if I can be honest, y'all, and you all know it, your feeling can change. Feelings can change. Some of you felt one way, but then you came on a broadcast, that feeling left. Because feelings come and go. Your appetite, it changes. The culture, it changes. Your opinions, it changes. But wisdom does not change. All right. And so, again, in less than an hour, we will arrive at one of the most important chapters in the entire book. Because for the first time, wisdom stops being talked about. And in what we're gonna talk about on tonight, wisdom starts talking. All right. So I will see you all in a few more moments. Make sure that you tune in for Proverbs, the 8th chapter at 9:30 Central Standard Time. Y'all be blessed.